this Euros be a year of the underdog, or will it just be a battle between the giants? With just days until the world-class football games at UEFA Euro 2024, we can definitely say that the tournament prep is filled with some heartwarming moments. Here you go. 8. Abandoned Serbia vs Albania match, Euro 2016 qualifier. While the Euros haven't been around as long as the World Cup, the competition started 30 years after the first global tournament. Each edition has been mixed by controversial episodes. The proximity of the countries concerned, which inevitably pits neighbours and intense international adversaries against one another, increased the tension. You hate to see it, but it happens. During a qualification match between Serbia and Albania, two countries with a long and bitter history, a drone flew a Greater Albania banner above the pitch. Greater Albania represents a huge region of the Balkans where many Albanians live. This agitated an already rowdy audience, with many in the stadium cheering for or against the stunt. A Serbian player grabbed the flag and tore it down, escalating the situation. This resulted in an all-out battle between the two teams, and the contest was eventually abandoned. This was far from the sole cause for the game's stoppage, since Serbian fans had earlier chanted death threats against the Albanians. Albania was later granted a 3-0 win. 7. Bendtner's underwear flash, Euro 2012. When compared to our previous article, this infamous scene from the Euro 2012 group stage appears ridiculous. After scoring a goal against Portugal, Denmark's Niklas Bendtner removed his shirt to expose a pair of green and white underpants with the phrase Paddy Power across the band. Paddy Power is an Irish bookmaker, and UEFA fined Bendtner €100,000, which is around $170,000 today, for unlawful sponsorship. He was also given a one-match suspension. The event certainly didn't bother him too much, given Paddy Power gave him €200,000 for the act and covered the fine. 6. Agua, Euro 2020. Cristiano Ronaldo was upset as soon as he took his seat in front of the reporters. After a brief internal dispute over whether to make his health announcement concerning water, he went ahead with it. Ronaldo was always against soda drinks, and he wanted everyone to know about it. During a pre-match press conference, he moved 2 bottles of Coca-Cola, Euro 2020's sponsor, off his table, while saying agua in Portuguese, which means water. This went viral pretty quickly. A few days later, Coca-Cola stock declined 0.25% to $55.41 on the New York Stock Exchange, coinciding with Ronaldo's snub. Coca-Cola's market worth fell by $4 billion from $242 billion to $238 billion. However, this was the second straight day of decline for Coca-Cola's stock. Coca-Cola Co. finished $1.07 below its 52-week high of $56.48 set on June 4, 2020. According to market analysts, it would be simplistic to blame Ronaldo's scornful shoving of the 2 Coke bottles for the $4 billion loss on Coca-Cola's market capitalization. There was some other reason that coincided with the viral antic. Ronaldo is a sports icon with more than 600 million Instagram followers, and his marketing power cannot be ignored. But Coca-Cola replied that everyone is entitled to their drink choices, with different requirements. 5. Portuguese semi-final implosion, Euro 2000. There is no disagreement regarding the penalty that France won in extra time in the Euro 2000 semi-final against Portugal. The game moved into extra time, and when it appeared that penalties would be required to separate the 2 semi-final prospects, France struck. France pounced with just over 3 minutes left in the game. Sylvain Wiltord spotted David Trezeguet coming down on goal, and he found Wiltord's legs to strike, albeit from an unusual angle, but his attempt only ricocheted off the side netting. The ball certainly hit Portugal's Abel Xavier's hand. Referee Gunter Benko initially signalled for a corner kick before his assistant correctly notified him of the offence, resulting in uncontrolled rage. Xavier assaulted the referee, while Paulo Bento attempted to seize the red card Benko was showing Nuno Gomes for assaulting him. And so it was up to Zinedine Zidane, France's all-action architect, to take his country to the final of Euro 2000 with a golden goal from 12 yards out, and scored. According to the UEFA investigation, an anonymous player spat at the linesman. The protesting 3 received extended bans from all European events. Xavier had the audacity to assert his innocence. "I'm deeply shocked and disappointed," he stated. 4. Ronald Koeman, Sully's German shirt, Euro 1988. The Netherlands' 2-1 win over hosts West Germany in the semi-finals was possibly the most euphoric victory in the country's football history. However, the anguish of losing to their neighbours in the 1974 World Cup final lingered, rekindling a fierce hatred that drew on Germany's 5-year captivity of the Netherlands during World War II. Ronald Koeman equalised in the semi-finals before Marco van Basten scored in the 88th minute, beating Eike Immel. The entire Dutch nation surged in celebration, but Koeman went too far. The blonde defender swapped jerseys with West Germany's Olaf Thon, only to pretend to wipe his behind with the white nylon in front of the travelling spectators, leaving a lasting impression of the rivalry's dark underbelly. 3. England fans storm Wembley, Euro 2020. The Euro 2020 final, which was held the following summer because of the COVID-19 pandemic, may have been one of the most memorable nights in English football history. Instead, it was termed a day of national shame, with the loss to Italy via penalty shootout deemed merciful. Thousands of ticketless supporters flocked to the Wembley Stadium before the showpiece event, hoping to take advantage of the 25,000 seats left vacant owing to ongoing COVID-19 limitations. According to Baroness Casey's damning review of the event, drunken and drugged-up thugs filled the aisles after rushing the turnstiles and attacking police officers and volunteers. The research projected that if England had won, the reaction would have been horrific. It was horrible enough already. 2. The original Panenka penalty, Euro 1976. Antonin Panenka's dinked penalty to win Czechoslovakia's Euro 1976 final against West Germany was a new experience for the football world. Contemporary accounts described the ball as curling into the net. No existing name described the disrespectful brilliance. It is still known as a Panenka, named after its designer. Czechoslovakia had conceded a 2-0 lead in normal time before the first penalty shootout in European Championship history began. Had Panenka's cunning trick failed, the repercussions for his return to the communist state in his own country could have been disastrous. When asked to describe this potential vengeance in Ben Littleton's 12 yards, Panenka said, 30 years working down their minds. 1. The Underdogs, Greece, Euro 2004. Nobody has come close to matching Greece's achievement. Otto Rehagel's players arrived at the Euro 2004 with little international experience and outperformed everyone else in a campaign that, while blatantly unusual in retrospect, was no fluke at the time. The impact of qualifying for 2004 was great. Greece did not lose in 15 games. They travelled to a location in Portugal, guided by Rehagel, and created a fierce spirit along the route. The lack of expectation stemmed in part from being placed in a quartet with Portugal and Spain. However, they promptly defeated the Portuguese with an intelligent, brave effort. They drew against Spain, but Greece's defeat to a mediocre Russia ensured that they advanced by the skin of their teeth. To defeat Portugal, high on host nation joy, once in a tournament may be fortunate. To do so twice is another matter. And considering their previous victories over France and a fantastic Czech Republic side, there was no doubt who Europeans' finest team was that summer. Euro 2004 was written off as one of the worst tournaments of recent years, a victory for anti-football for the artisans over the artists. In Greece, there was no time to worry about such weighty concerns. There was a party to get started. Fast forward to now, Germany, the host nation for Euro 2024, is among the serious contenders to win the competition, which selects Europe's continental national team champion. England and France, both with talented lineups, have joined Germany as key Euro 2024 contenders. Whichever squad wins the 24-team tournament will become a significant favourite to win the 2026 World Cup. This is also Cristiano Ronaldo's last dance. The 5-time Ballon d'Or winner has made the most international appearances and scored the most goals, but he is 39 years old and not in top shape. It's a tremendous feat to simply be playing at this level at that age. Which team do you think will win the Euros this year? Tell us in the comments section below. If you liked this video, make sure to check out our other videos. Feel free to subscribe for more intriguing content. Please let us know if you found the video useful, and we'll see you in the next one.